World where success tales are frequently the result of serendipity, genius, or pure luck, the path that Jeff Bezos took to become one of the richest men on the planet stands out as a stunning narrative of persistence, daring, and vision. The video provides a succinct summary of a defining experience in his life that put him on the path that led to the creation of Amazon, the e-commerce behemoth that transformed the way that we shop. Let us go into this story and see what it may teach us by way of its insights and life experiences. Jeff Bezos was a young professional living in New York City and working for a financial company there. He found himself at a fork in the road. He was in the midst of an exciting career with the potential to rapidly advance in the company. On the other hand, he was mulling over a revolutionary plan in his head, which involved launching a business that would sell books via the internet. It was an idea that would completely revolutionize the retail industry and set the stage for the rise of a technological dynasty. Even his smart employer, whom he looked up to much, had doubts about the viability of his proposition. The manager was aware of the possibility that the proposal possessed, but he wisely suggested that it may be an even more viable option for an individual who did not already have a stable employment situation. Bezos was confronted with a decision. He could either continue working at his job or go the typical route of a career, or he could take a risky step into the unknown zone of establishing a vocation that was uniquely his own. The second option was the one he went with, and it was the one that would finally bring him unrivaled success. The narrative sheds light on some important aspects of Bezos' personality, as well as his philosophy toward life and business. These realizations can teach everyone who is interested in paving their own way to success important lessons that can help them along the way. Passion and vision. Jeff Bezos' desire to innovate and his unyielding vision for a digital bookshop were the driving elements behind his decision. He was not only pursuing a temporary passion or trying to keep up with the latest fad. He was pursuing a dream that had been with him for a very long time and was determined to make it come true. This highlights how important it is to pursue something that you are actually enthusiastic about, even if it seems odd or hazardous at the time. Willingness to take risks. Bezos was not afraid to put his money on the line. He was aware that he could fail, but the prospect of looking back and wishing he had given it a shot was much more frightening to him. He was willing to face the unknown and went in a direction that was less trafficked. This exemplifies the bravery required to deviate from the norm and embark on an adventure into the unknown. Embracing adversity, Bezos was aware of the fact that adversity and difficulties are inseparable components of every project that is ambitious. He was not one to shy away from laborious work or decisions that were challenging. The fact that he was able to triumph despite the challenges he faced is emblematic of his success and teaches us an important lesson in tenacity. Difficult work and decisions. Instead of depending solely on innate talents or gifts, Jeff Bezos emphasizes the critical significance of having immense satisfaction in one's own hard work and the decisions that they have made. He urges people to appreciate the decisions they have taken as well as the effort they have put into making those decisions come to fruition. His point of view is centered on the notion that our identity and the impact that we have on the world are not formed by the natural skills or advantages that we may possess, but rather by the decisions that we make on how to utilize and put those assets to use in the world. In essence, Bezos contends that the effort we put into our goals and the decisions we make along the way are what determine whether or not we experience genuine fulfillment and success. He places a strong emphasis on the fact that our innate abilities or gifts are not what actually define us, but rather the decisions we make and the agency we exercise over our own lives are what do. This perspective highlights the relevance of drive, grit, and purposeful choices in contributing to our sense of pride and accomplishment, as well as in defining our life. A life of service and adventure. Bezos asks a basic question, which is, will you choose a life of ease and comfort, or will you choose a life of service and adventure? He believes that the latter is the way to achieve greater pride and a sense of fulfillment in one's life. It is possible to have a more fulfilling and meaningful life if you choose to live it in a way that entails taking chances, stretching yourself, and having a positive effect on the world around you. Authenticity and kindness. Bezos emphasizes the significance of maintaining an authentic and charitable demeanor. He is an advocate for the development of tools and services that provide others the ability to exercise their creative potential. This exemplifies the concept that achieving success is not only about accumulating wealth for oneself, but also about making positive contributions to the lives of other people. Relentlessness. The concept that relentlessness is a necessary quality for achievement is conveyed throughout the transcript. It is about not giving up when things become difficult, about being determined in the face of adversity, and about staying steadfast in the pursuit of your goals even when things get difficult. A cynic or a builder? Jeff Bezos encourages people to embrace a specific mindset and approach to life, which is that of a builder rather than a cynic. Builders are optimistic, and optimistic people are builders. In the 8th position on his list, he highlights the difference between these two points of view by focusing on the distinction. Cynics have a tendency to be critical and negative, which is one of their defining characteristics. They frequently concentrate on the defects, restrictions, and deficiencies that exist in a variety of facets of life. Their critique is rarely constructive and more often than not has a destructive tone to it. Cynics are quick to point out what is wrong with a circumstance or a concept, but they may not suggest remedies that are practical or take any meaningful action to solve the problems that they perceive. On the other hand, persons who have a life philosophy that is more proactive and optimistic are considered to be builders. They want to make the world a better place by coming up with new ideas, putting those ideas into action, and creating new things. Builders are not satisfied with simply identifying problems. Rather, they are driven to develop answers and make the world an overall better place. They have an optimistic outlook on life and believe that they have the ability to bring about positive change in the world. This viewpoint is consistent with the idea that activities founded in creativity and constructive efforts have a greater propensity to deliver results that are more long-lasting and meaningful. Builders make a contribution to the world by actively working to address difficulties, develop, and create in order to make improvements that are long-lasting and constructive. In addition, using this method can result in a person experiencing a greater feeling of personal fulfillment and purpose. This occurs when a person discovers that the efforts they are making to make a difference and leave a positive impression on the world have value for them. The narrative of Jeff Bezos' accomplishments serves as a powerful illustration of the transformative potential of enthusiasm, foresight, and dogged persistence. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.